I have always wondered whether an individual can have faith without being religious. In order to be religious, one must have faith in a higher power, but many argue that you can also have faith without being religious. Do you believe faith is a God-given power? Or just an unshakable belief in something?
I think I believe that since the word and definition of faith derived from a religious affiliation, you can't have faith in anything without believing in divine intervention and a higher power, regardless of what God you devote your worship to.
It has been thought that the universe is infinite, while science has proved that we can't see anything in space past 13.7 light-years away. Beyond that 13.7 light-years, I believe there is infinite space because I do think the universe is infinite, along with many scientists. However, I will never see past a certain point, but my faith in scientific probability lets me trust it is there. Seeing that I myself am more of an agnostic, I can argue that you do not need to be religious to have faith.
That is a very interesting point, but I believe you are mistaking hope for faith. You can hope that space is infinite because you trust in scientific probability, but once you bring faith into the discussion, you are claiming that divine intervention and your belief in a higher power makes anything inexplainable explainable. I take my definition of faith from the Bible, Hebrews 11:1, that states, "Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see." If you are not religious, then you just hope that something you can't explain is there. However, if you are religious, then you have faith in that something.
You might want to take the example of Albert Einstein. He considered himself an agnostic, not an atheist, because as he said, he was not angered against the restraints of religion. He just simply did not acknowledge God's existence. Now, can you deny that Einstein had faith in physics? No, that would be a false assumption. He had faith in physics before he proved anything, and probably had faith in future aspects of physics that are still not fully proved to this day.
Once again, I believe that you are mistaking hope for faith. Albert Einstein probably hoped that there was more to physics than what he discovered, and did everything he could to supply future physicists with as much information as possible. But being an agnostic, I don't believe it is possible for him to have faith. Faith is simply a derivation of religion, and it requires the belief in a higher power. It's as simple as that.
Me being a free thinker, and you a devout religious follower, I don't think we are going to change each other's minds. It is a fundamental cognitive belief that each of us have that affects our arguments in this discussion. But I understand where you're coming from.
And I as well. I hope you enjoyed this discussion as much as I have, for it was exceedingly thought-provoking.